Remember when mothers had time to bake cookies on a Tuesday afternoon? In 1950, feeding a family for a week cost $20. Today, that same grocery list runs over $200. But that's not even the shocking part. Wait until you hear what else has changed in a mother's typical day. The year was 1950. Across America, mothers woke at 5:30 a.m. without alarm clocks. Their internal rhythm just knew. In modest kitchens with checkered linoleum floors, coffee percolated for 35 cents a pound, while bacon sizzled in cast-iron pans. Breakfast wasn't rushed. Families sat together at kitchen tables, real wooden tables, not kitchen islands with bar stools. Fathers read newspapers. Children ate hot pancakes made from scratch. The entire breakfast cost 75 cents to feed 5 people. Mothers wore simple cotton house dresses that cost $3 and lasted for years. Their days had structure, rhythm, purpose. After families left, the real work began. Monday was wash day, an all-day affair with wringer washers and clotheslines. Tuesday was ironing. Wednesday, mending and shopping. Thursday, cleaning. Friday, baking for the weekend. But here's what made it all bearable, and you won't believe how different this is from today. Mothers weren't isolated. Screen doors stayed open, neighbors dropped by without calling. If someone was sick, casseroles appeared on doorsteps. Children were everyone's responsibility. Betty from next door might watch the kids while Mary ran to the store. Susan down the street shared her sewing machine. Dorothy across the way had the best recipe for apple pie and taught it freely. Coffee clatches weren't scheduled. They happened naturally when women gathered on front porches or over fence posts. Problems were solved collectively. Loneliness was rare. The butcher at the corner store knew every mother's name and how they liked their roasts cut. $20 fed a family for a week. Milk at 49 cents a gallon, bread at 14 cents a loaf, ground beef at 45 cents a pound. Children walked to school alone, played until streetlights came on, drank from garden hoses. The biggest danger was getting caught tracking mud inside. Wait until you see what that same $20 buys today. One father's factory wage of $75 a week covered everything. The mortgage payment was $56 monthly on a house that cost $8,000. After the mortgage, groceries, utilities, and clothes. Families still had money for savings. Mothers managed households that ran like clockwork on budgets that would seem impossible today. They stretched dollars like elastic, mended clothes until fabric gave out, canned summer vegetables for winter meals. Nothing was wasted. Everything had purpose. Dinners were made from scratch. No microwaves, no frozen dinners, no takeout menus. Pot roast on Sunday, leftovers transformed into hash on Monday, soup on Tuesday. Mothers knew 100 ways to stretch a chicken. Children ate what was served without a menu of options. Families gathered around one radio in the evening, not scattered to individual screens. Life was predictable, stable, secure. But then something shifted, and the numbers are staggering. Jump to 2024. Modern mothers' phones buzz at 6 a.m. with notifications, emails, reminders. Many have already been up, anxiously scrolling through tomorrow's obligations. Breakfast, if it happens, is grabbed between rushing to dress children and checking work emails. Cereal costs $7 a box. Coffee from Starbucks runs $6, more than a pound cost for a month in 1950. Everyone scatters to different destinations: daycare, school, work. The family SUV payment is $800 monthly, more than a 1950s family's entire housing budget. Gas runs $4 a gallon. Insurance adds another $200 monthly. The 2-car garage holds 2 car payments because both parents must work. There's no choice. Daycare costs $1,200 monthly, more than a 1950s family's entire yearly mortgage. After-school programs run $300. Summer camps cost $500 weekly. And we haven't even gotten to the grocery bill yet. The modern mother drops children at before-school care at 7 a.m., commutes through traffic that didn't exist in 1950, manages a career while fielding constant interruptions, then races to gather everyone by evening. Her mother's village has been replaced by paid services, $20 an hour for babysitters, $50 for house cleaning, $30 for lawn care. Everything neighbors once did freely now has a price tag. Grocery shopping happens at massive supermarkets after work when mothers are already exhausted. That $20 1950s grocery budget? It barely covers a single organic chicken today. Weekly groceries run $250 to $300, sometimes more. The store has 50 kinds of bread, but none baked locally. 30 types of milk, but no milkman who knows your name. Self-checkout machines replace friendly faces. Nobody knows anybody's name. But the housing costs? That's where your jaw will drop. The house that cost $8,000 in 1950 now costs $450,000. Property taxes alone exceed what grandparents paid for their entire mortgage. A young family needs 2 incomes for 30 years to afford what one factory worker could buy in 10. Modern mothers coordinate schedules like air traffic controllers. Multiple calendars sync across devices. School portals require daily checking. Parent WhatsApp groups ping constantly with fundraisers, volunteer requests, playdates that must be formally arranged weeks in advance. School supplies that once meant a pencil box and tablets now require 3-page lists and $100 shopping trips. Birthday parties moved from backyards with homemade cake to venues costing $300 minimum. Every celebration became an arms race of perfection, and the mental load modern mothers carry, it's crushing. Today's mothers track school portals, work deadlines, doctor appointments, vaccination schedules, orthodontist appointments, therapy sessions, dietary restrictions, allergy medications, screen time limits, homework apps, reading logs, volunteer hours, extracurricular schedules. Piano lessons cost $75 each. Soccer league runs $300 per season plus equipment, uniforms, travel costs, dance classes, tutoring, SAT prep. Expenses pile up like snowdrifts. Children can't play outside unsupervised. It's considered unsafe, sometimes illegal. They're shuttled between organized activities that drain budgets and exhaust parents. Every minute is scheduled. Free play is extinct. Technology promised to make life easier. Instead, it made everything more complex. Mothers carry entire family schedules in their heads while smartphones ping with more obligations. Here's the heartbreaking part about community. Modern mothers have thousands of Facebook friends, but nobody to watch sick children in emergencies. They join online mommy groups desperately seeking the community their grandmothers found over fence posts. They post questions at 2 a.m. about fevers and rashes because there's no experienced mother next door to ask. They research every parenting decision endlessly online, paralyzed by conflicting advice. Breast or bottle becomes a months-long research project. Organic or conventional turns grocery shopping into moral combat. Public or private school requires spreadsheets and tours. Screen time limits need expert opinions and apps to enforce. Sleep training methods fill entire bookshelves. Every choice feels monumental, debated in comment sections, judged by strangers on social media. The clear, if narrow path of 1950 has exploded into a maze of options. And the working hours? Brace yourself. In 1950, mothers worked about 50 hours weekly on household and childcare. Today's mothers? 40 hours at jobs plus 30 at home. That's 70 hours minimum, not counting the never-ending mental gymnastics. They wake at 5 a.m. to pack lunches, prep slow cookers, lay out clothes. They work full days, then rush to gather children from various locations. Evenings blur with homework help, dinner prep, bath time, story time, while simultaneously answering work emails and planning tomorrow. Weekends aren't rest. They're marathons of laundry, groceries, meal prep, birthday parties, sports games, and catching up on everything that couldn't fit into weekdays. Those 1950s mothers had something priceless: time and community. When children were sick, neighbors appeared with soup. When mothers felt overwhelmed, they talked over coffee and homemade cake, not through screens at midnight. The fears keeping mothers awake have completely transformed too. The 1950s mother worried if her pot roast was tender enough for Sunday dinner. Today's mother lies awake fearing school shootings, unthinkable in 1950. She worries about cyberbullying, online predators, climate change destroying her children's future, whether they'll ever afford homes, if artificial intelligence will eliminate their careers. She fears processed foods causing cancer, but can't afford all organic. She worries about screen addiction while needing screens for homework. Simple anxieties about keeping up appearances have morphed into existential dread. Social media amplifies the pressure exponentially. Every mother sees everyone else's curated perfection and feels inadequate. The 1950s, mother compared herself to 5 neighbors she actually knew. Today's mother competes with thousands of Pinterest-perfect strangers and Instagram influencers. So which era was actually better? The answer is complicated. Those 1950s, mothers couldn't have credit cards in their own names, couldn't easily leave bad marriages, faced limited career options, endured pregnancies without epidurals or ultrasounds. Black mothers faced legal segregation. All mothers faced rigid expectations with no room for individual expression. Modern mothers have freedoms their grandmothers couldn't imagine. They can pursue careers, control their fertility, vote their interests, leave abusive situations. But they've gained equality while losing the village. They've gained choices while losing simplicity. They've gained technology while losing presence. They've gained information while losing wisdom. They've gained independence while losing interdependence. One income became 2, but buying power decreased. Conveniences multiplied, but so did obligations. And here's what we need to understand about moving forward. As darkness falls across America, 2024 mothers collapse into bed, phones still buzzing with tomorrow's demands, anxiety medication on nightstands, wondering if they did enough. Their grandmothers in 1950 sat on porches after children slept, chatting with neighbors, watching fireflies, feeling tired but complete, secure in routines passed down through generations. Modern mothers feel tired but inadequate, always behind, always feeling they should do more. The American Mother's Day hasn't gotten easier with progress. It's become a different kind of difficult. Maybe the lesson isn't choosing between 1950 and 2024. Maybe it's recognizing what we've lost in the race for more. Maybe mothers need to put down phones and bake cookies on Tuesdays, not for Instagram, but for the smell and memories. Maybe neighborhoods need to remember it still takes a village. Maybe saying no to one more activity is saying yes to sanity. Because whether it's 1950 or 2024, mothers remain the heart of American families, doing impossible work with incredible love. They deserve more than nostalgia. They deserve actual simplicity, real support, and the village that slipped away while everyone was too busy to notice. Technology changes, love remains constant. But love needs time to flourish, and time is what we've traded away. Perhaps it's time to trade back.